Hi everyone, it's Sierra McGivney from the 46 High Peaks with a What's in Your Day Pack video. Okay, so let's first start out. And so I have the Gregory 22 Maya Day Pack, which I absolutely love. So the first two things I love about it is that it has a sternum strap right here and then a hip strap right here. And like the nice thing about this hip strap is that it has little pockets on it so that you can put things in here like an inhaler because I have asthma, but you can also put different things like snacks and everything inside of it. Alright, so let's get started. And so the first top zipper right here is where I usually keep snacks like granola bars and trail mixes, along with other little things like lighters or an inhaler. And then on the outside ones, I put both my 2-liter water bottles. And then we have this option of having this as another pocket to store things, but I don't usually keep anything in there unless it's like a map or a compass where I'm like really need to be looking at it the whole time. Alright, so let's get inside the bag. So the first thing at the top of my bag is a High Peaks map. I always have my map with me because you never know if you're going to get lost, even though if you know the area well, it's super easy to get confused with herd paths and different things like that in the High Peaks. So I have the Nat Geo Adirondack Park one. Another great option is the 80K Mountain Club. So the second thing I have is my sturdy pen, which often I will keep up in this top strap. It just depends on how much I'm using it. And so I have the sturdy pen light, and as you can see, it's a little bit dirty, which is perfect. Because it takes about like 1 to 2 minutes to like purify any type of water in one of your Nalgene's. And so what you do is open, fill it up with dirty water, click this thing twice if it's a full liter, and just stir for about a minute, and then the light will flash green. And it does require batteries, but that's why you should always keep extra batteries in your pack in case you run out. Okay, and so the second thing I have, or my third thing I have, is the Adirondack High Peak Summit Journal. So when I'm hiking in the Adirondacks, I always keep this with me as a way to keep track of what I've hiked and kind of like show like where I've been, what I've done. It's just like a really great thing to like keep memories of like where I went and what I did, because sometimes you can easily forget these type of things. Like I wrote the date, who I was with, the weather conditions, start finish time, trailhead, and then if it's a winter one you get an extra thing, and then a quick little summary. But yeah, this is a great investment if you're really trying to be a 46er. Okay. The next thing I have is my High Peaks Trail guidebook, and as you can see, it has a lot of things sticking out of it. So I did this when I was preparing for my 46er trip, and so I'm pretty sure purple was week 3 because that's big slide right there. And so having a guidebook is so great. It's like having another person with you. It just like offers different advice, and like when you're on herd paths, it really does guide the way to where you're going. Except for maybe Mount Allen, because I read this guidebook probably 5 times on Mount Allen and it did not help me. But that's just a very, very confusing trail, so be careful when you're hiking there. But other than that, this is wonderful. And it includes other places other than just the 46 High Peaks. So yeah. Next thing, sunscreen. So sunscreen is so important in the summer. Even in the fall and the spring, because you'll get burnt. And like I've had weird tan lines on my back and different things from the summer. not spraying this on my back. So bringing spray sunscreen or any type of sunscreen is really important. Okay. I have hand sanitizer, pretty used, but you need to be using hand sanitizer in the woods. As much as I don't really believe in it in my everyday life, hand sanitizer in the woods is necessary. Like when you go to the bathroom, you should be using hand sanitizer afterwards. Okay, and then the next I have is this little thing of bug spray. This is perfect for day hikes because it's easy, quick, you can just spray it on yourself. I would definitely spray it more on your hiking boots because that's where ticks are. But if you're really looking for big insects, like in the spring, when it's super muddy out, and in the beginning of summer, you really want bug spray because it gets pretty bad, especially in the western high peaks. Okay, next I have my multi-tool from LL Bean. It's got cute little mountains on it. It's so great. This is great because it's got like a knife. Whoa. You never know if you forget your, if you're having peanut butter or something, you're going to want to scoop it out. It also has got like a can opener, so it's perfect. You never know when you're going to need this, even if it's just for a little hike. Okay, so my next item is a fleece. I get really cold on top of summits, really cold. So the wind is blowing, it's a lot sometimes, especially on the exposed summit. Next I have a long sleeve. Maybe it's too hot out for a fleece. The sun's out, but it's still pretty windy. You're going to want a fleece. Okay, my last thing I have is my first aid kit. And so my first aid kit is in a plastic bag. It doesn't look cute or anything, but that's because no water's going to get into it, and it's also like super moldable. You can kind of like heat it up a little. It'll like squish down, so it's perfect. So I have shoelaces. Shoelaces are great if, again, anything breaks. What if you lose a shoelace? I mean, it sounds crazy, but things do happen in the woods, so shoelaces are awesome to have. So now I have my headlamp, which is super important because in case you do get lost and you have to stay the night in the woods, or even if you're just running late, you might need a headlamp to get back to your car. Or if you're starting early in the morning, that headlamp is so important. And you can even, in my bag, I sometimes put it in my hip strap or up in the top here for a little bit easier access than my first aid kit. So the next thing I have is gloves. Obviously, if someone hurts themselves and there's blood everywhere, you need to have gloves. Next, a whistle in case you get lost. Very important. Flint. I mostly have this for my immersion semester in EXP. I do carry a lighter, but you never know. And then now I have my compass, super important in case I need to take a bearing or I get lost. And the last thing I have are extra batteries. These are for my headlamp. I also usually have extra batteries for my Sturdy pen. I just have to go and buy them. So that's it for my first aid kit. And then I just have two more things left in my bag, and they go together. So I have my rain pants, and I have my rain jacket. These are really important. In case it rains, you never know, especially with weather in the Adirondacks. It is so on and off and hot and cold, and you really do want to have these rain layers just in case. And rain pants are less necessary, but I love rain pants because a lot of times I'll hike in my rain pants and a tank top, and then when I'm done with the big hike, because I feel like my rain jacket makes me so hot and I just sweat underneath it anyways, making it wet. So once I'm done with my main part of my hike, I'll put this on for the downhill portion, or if I'm going back to camp and I'm camping out somewhere, instead of just having it be like exclusively a day hike, I'll put that on. Alright, so that's all I have for what's in my day pack video. If you haven't already, check out the rest of my blog posts. They're a lot of fun if you're really interested in hiking, especially in the high peaks. If you have any questions, comments, want to share something, add in the comments below. Like this video and this post if you like it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and keep on hiking.